Busch obviously disappointed. So too was Denny Hamlin. They had issues on pit road, as you referenced. And of course, he did his media after the race. And take a listen to this question from Jeff Gluck and Denny's response.
How did you stay in it mentally when you kept getting hit back there?
I'm not in it mentally. I can tell you that. There's a lot of wires crossed and bolts loose at the moment. So, but what can you do? I'll just do the best I can to drive the car and do my part.
What do you make of Whoa.
I give up.
If you can't see,
Why
Kevin
in the
just
world
almost
would you
hit me
say
in the
that?
face. Yeah, what do you make of that?
I don't. Why in the world would you get out of the car and say that? Part of what you do as a race car driver is you have to be a poker player. When you have that driver suit on, you have to play the game, and you can't open your mouth to put yourself in positions to be in a worse spot than you already are. Even if you think it, don't say that, because that is, I don't even, do you think he realizes that he said that?
I don't know, but I know if I'm the guys on the 11,
Yeah, and the crew
if
chief.
I'm Gabehart, like he's trying to do everything he can do to keep this thing
And doing it.
He
said Denny Hamlin said he had the best car.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're all
Now
doing their job.
listen to what you're saying, buddy. You've got the fastest car, and your team had trouble, but you're going to go to the next week, and you're probably going to have a fast car again, but you can't piss the whole team off.
If I'm them, I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what do I do? What are we doing this for? If you're checked out, and it's okay to be checked out, because in a situation like things happen. But if you're just gonna be like, I'm not in it means that you don't. To me, sounds like you're not coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Being like, I wasn't in it this one. I made mistakes on this one is different than I'm not in it. It feels like he's just like, over.
Do you think he's saying he's checked out, or he's just saying the mental toughness side, he is not rising to the occasion on that?
I don't know. We have talked about it, since Atlanta, and just the choice that he made in how he raced that first race. And this is coming from the guy that picked Denny Hamlin to win the race, myself.
Win the whole
And
thing.
you picked him in
to be a
Daytona to win the
champion.
whole
the
thing.
championship, because I believe in the speed of their cars. I believe in the talent that Denny Hamlin has. But since this whole thing has blown up on the charter side and everything that's happened, like it has not been what you would expect it to be. But this week it wasn't Denny's fault. Right? Like you had some trouble on pit road. You had some trouble getting out and the wheels tight and everything that came with that. But you said it. You had the fastest car. You just couldn't show it. And I hate it for Gabehart and all the guys on that team, because they have been bringing very fast cars to the racetrack. But I don't understand. It just blows me away that you would say that you're not mentally into it after the race, and just say, I couldn't imagine ever saying that. Even in my toughest times and when things were going, if you said something, it was always intentional, but you never want to point the finger at something like that, even if you're not mentally into it.
As a competitor, that when you raced with the 11 from the net, like you were worried about him because he's Denny Hamlin. He can get it done at any racetrack at any time, and they always bring fast cars and they're always dialed in. He sounds rattled.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm going to use that to my advantage if I'm a competitor. Like there is a chess game and a mental game that goes with this stuff.
Yeah.
And if you smell blood in the water, you better attack if someone's down, especially someone that can turn around and win 3 races in a row.
Yeah. I mean, the mental warfare was always something that I really enjoyed. But I think it's, the things that are said directly affect what's going to be asked next.
For sure.
Right? Now he's going to have to go to the racetrack.
Right. This will
His
continue.
crew chief's going to have to go to the racetrack, and his owner's going to have to go to the racetrack, and they're going to have to answer this question. Well, Denny said he's not mentally into it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do from here? I don't know. I don't even know how you answer that. You've got 6
problem.
races left.
That's a him.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to help, but
Yeah.
like, I can't make him do that.
Just seems like there's a lot of distractions that has been circling around this team.
Yeah. Well, the good news is, even with all the distractions and everything that comes with it, you heard it straight from the driver. I mean, he had the fastest car, and so they're still bringing the fastest car to the racetrack and the fastest cars in the scenario that they're in. So it's the craziest story over the last 4 weeks that we have had to cover because of what we think we know is the capability of that car is not what's happening on the racetrack, and it's just seems like it's all coming unwound.
I'm just disappointed I'm really disappointed for Denny himself because the guy that's pounding his chest and like the confidence, the swagger, like I enjoy seeing that. I'm not enjoying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've got the charter issues. You've got the 2311 issues with the charter.
You had the engine.
You've got the engine issues. You've got
the weird strategy.
FedEx sponsorship, and then you have all the stuff that happened with the fastest car on pit road this week.
Yeah.
And so, it's a lot, but you're not out, bud. You're not out of the game.
Like you're above the line.
You're still above the cut line.
Yeah.
Like let's go.
Hey, race fans, thanks for watching our video. For all NASCAR on Fox News, content, and the best clips from Fox Sports, be sure to follow and subscribe to our channel.